And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2's the count.
In the dirt, 2-2. On a line, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Batting ninth, the third baseman.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that eats him up. Snyder around second, headed for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Couple of singles back to back. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Tatis up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it across. That ends the frame. Back here at Daikin Park, Anthony Santander at the plate. Little chopper rolls foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Ellie De La Cruz, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. That one fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That's towards center. Polanco has this one sized up, brings it in. And that top half of the 3rd inning. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And a foul ball.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Guerrero swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Fastball for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
1 down, base is empty. Line drive. That's a base hit out into left center field.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ortiz in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swings and chases a low one there.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Inside, just missed.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, It's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Ramirez started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Up and in. The count now 2-2.
2-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Top of the third, no score. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here in Houston. And here comes Dansby Swanson. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Roman Anthony now at the plate. And a sac bunt here. Guerrero over to first. And that's an out on the sacrifice. And now Tim Raines.
There's a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increased.
And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis tracks it down for the out. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end. Start of the fourth. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And that one fouled off. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his sixth strikeout of the ball game. Snyder now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0 ball, 4 strike.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And a foul ball. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. Swings and misses.
0-2.
And the count is 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8. Back here in Houston, bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark McGuire.
And there's a foul ball. Late with the swing there.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now it's the DH, Anthony Santander. And that is out of play. And that one lifted in the air center field. Snyder brings it in for the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the fifth inning. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. Sutton back to work. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that one hammered. That's back. Gone. He circles the bases. It's 1-0. 1 out, bases empty. Vladimir Guerrero digs in now. Fastball the inside corner for a strike. Guerrero, 31 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH.
That's a ball.
The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. In there at the knees for a strike. Hot shot to third. Tosses to first. And Vladdy is set down. 2 down, bases empty. David Ortiz getting ready to hit. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. And we're at the top of the 5th. To the right side. Albies. Over to first. Out number 3. And we're back. Here's the third baseman, Elly De La Cruz. Grounds 1 to short. Zips it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. And a swing and a miss.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
That one out to right. Tatis should have this one. Hauls it in for the out. Swanson digs in. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Matt Brash.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. A good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. 0 for 2 in this one. Fought off foul. And that's in the dirt. And the count is 1-1.
1-1.
There's a strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That one gets down for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
The batter, number 7.
Jorge Polanco will hit next.
Jorge
1 for 2.
Polanco.
And that's downstairs.
That's low. That's a ball.
Ball 1. Ramirez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And another ball.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Right through there for a strike. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Sanchez in the box now, takes strike 1. Swung on, belted. Going back. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. Here's the center fielder, Duke Snider.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Out towards right center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. He thought about tagging, but heads back to third. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. the next to hit. Vlad swings, drives one deep left field. Back there. Gone into the Crawford boxes. A home run. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. Base hit center field.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front.
Crow Armstrong makes the catch. And that is that.
I don't wear no cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a clean.
Bottom of the 6th. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. And it's off the foul pole for a home run. Roman Anthony digs in now. Foul ball there.
Well, these guys definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Bunts it straight back to the mound. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
On the ground right side, and he takes it himself for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Back here at Dyken Park, we go to the top of the 7th, and now the DH, Vladimir Guerrero.
Now pitching, John Jelly.
And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. Now David Ortiz, 1 for 3.
Ortiz.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher
0-2.
maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that is a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you enough.
Stepping in, Manny Ramirez. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats.
1-2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Second baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ortiz
0-1.
leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Did he
Polanco
go?
checks his swing, appeal to third, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine. He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. There's a swing and a drive. This one's out of here into the archways. Kiss that ball goodbye. So 2 down, and here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. This to third, De La Cruz. Handles, throws to first, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Houston, bottom of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. On the ground, right side, Polanco. On to first, 1 up, 1 down. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander.
Santander.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Up the middle. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate.
De La Cruz.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
I'll tell you what.
No balls.
He's
1 strike.
embarrassed right now. Never swings at that kind of pitch, especially that early in the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hand, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to
1
get
ball,
the barrel
2
to it.
strikes.
And delivers outside. Swing and a miss. Back here in Houston, ready to begin the 8th. And now the center fielder, Duke Snider. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Jelly,
0-1.
27 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick. Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Slams into the wall and hangs on. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now.
Well, that takes a lot of concentration to haul it in when you know that ball is about to stop you in your tracks. Really nice play and nice focus right there.
And it's even up.
1-1.
Next offering misses down and away. Foul ball. That's to third. Tosses to first. And Guerrero is set down. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 7-1. So up next, Elly De La Cruz. Swings through that.
0 balls, 1 strike.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Ripped to short. Swanson fires over to first. And Vladdy is set down. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber.
The batter, number 7.
I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Corrals it. 2 away now.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
That one pushed foul.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. In the air, left field, down the line. Makes the grab, and that'll end. And we're back. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz.
Now pitching. Matt Durant.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Going, gone. He nails one out to right. It's 8-1.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now at the plate, Manny Ramirez. And he blows that one by him at 100.
0-2.
Triple digits on that last pitch. And here is Jorge Polanco.
Now
he's already homered here in this one.
Jorge Polanco.
On the ground. Into the outfield, base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Fouled off left side. Polanco at first, one gone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2's the count.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Man at first, one away. Swings and misses, struck him out. And now here is Duke Snider. And he grounds one back up the middle. Swanson fires over to first. Snider out in the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Roman Anthony.
Anthony. Now pitching.
Gregory Soto comes on now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-2 is the count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he grounds one to the right side. Polanco. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Tim Raines. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Here in the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. At the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. On the warning track, and hauls it in. So it's their last chance in this one. And now the first baseman, Mark McGwire. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball.
I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Just traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor, you bohemian haters. Just fakers, you gave me crumbs, I gave me kickers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you immigrants show papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing tapers. And they'll call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but pressure on you when you stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock, the body. Think it we talk about, we should've called it juice. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the part thing let loose. Chill, man, chill, let's get at $1 bill. They told me, chill, let's get at $1 bill. They chill, let's get at $1 bill. They told me, chill, let's get at $1 bill. Back in the booth. Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras. Reach for the galaxy, leave stardust for thus after me. Into the void, fill in the cavity. Risk the reward if that's how it has to be. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do everything in my power to try to do what gotta do. Ride the tide, don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace burning inside of you. I gotta do better, I gotta do better, I gotta do better. There's nothing they can do that I can't do better. Better yet, there's nothing I can do that I can't do better. Yeah, I'm better. I said I'm better. Gotta do better. I 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 gotta do better. Gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late. Shade stuck to my face, hoodie glued to my head. Hiding from the same world that made me who I am. Deep rest, can't even get out of bed. Too blessed to be so stressed. I do all this just to say get off my mixed emotions prohibit my focus. This what you wanted, what's wrong with you? You don't make sense. Feel like I could flip at any moment. Faces playing in this with me. Doing it was just a war with boredom, but it's sure to get me. Lord forgive me. Amen. Wear the crown of thorns for sport. I'm just waiting for a stone to hit me. Relationship on the rocks, my family all concerned. My homie still on the block, getting it I can't do. I'm stricken by survivor's guilt, I'm getting it off of words. Word. Come on, Herb. You gotta do better, I 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 gotta do better today. Gotta do better before it's too late.
They always haunt my dreams. The green twins with your eyes.
sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. Yeah, we could take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you and you go.
Live from historic Shibe Park in Philadelphia, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's New York taking on New York. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and towing the slab here, Paul Skeens.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming on this. Same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Fernando Tatis Jr. Batter as he swings through it for strike one. Tatis waits. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. That's strike two. Little dribbler up along third. Throws across the diamond. One up, one down. And now Elly De La Cruz.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
No ball, two strikes.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it.
Elly looking to steal. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. In there at the knees, and that's strike two.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Runner on the go again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. De La Cruz, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Runner on the move again. In there for strike three. Safe at second, and that was not close. And here is David Ortiz. Gets him to chase after that one. Runner at second, two down. That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Right through there for a strike. Way inside, and that hit him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. And now it's going to be Manny Ramirez. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Next one misses. Now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. The shortstop takes a ball.
So here's a fun note on Elly. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later.
1-1.
Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's into second with nobody out.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way.
Runner at second, nobody out. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a base hit. Throws to second. And he's out easily. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Tap foul at the plate. We talk so much about how starting pitchers prepare for their starts. I talked with Max Fried, and one of the things he told me back in 19, he and Lucas Giolito started using MLB The Show to go over scouting reports. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Tatis makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here comes Christian Yelich, the MVP in 2018, the runner-up in 2019. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. And Yelly leaves the yard. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. Now here is Christian Campbell. Swings through that one. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Ripped into left center, base hit.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
And it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Second inning set to go. Digging in, Jorge Polanco.
Mackenzie
Gore. In his 4th year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Next pitch misses. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string of the changeup. And Gary Sanchez at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ball 1.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And the slider just misses.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Ripped towards third. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. And here is Sosa to the plate.
Right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
And that's in for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
That one misses. And it's 1-2. And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. Pitch misses inside. Full count, 3-2. And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that skips in the dirt.
Ball 1,
Sosa,
no strike.
the runner at first with 2 gone. And that misses. Ball 2. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Here at Shibe Park, bottom of the second. And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Max Fried will go to work. That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall. Way back, out of here. And they add a run. It's 3-0. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And first offering is fouled off. Out to short. Oh, look at the stop. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. So the lineup flips over. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. But it's not in time. And they just get 1. Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. And that drops in for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality.
To first, and he breaks for second. The throw to second is offline. 1 out and a runner at second. Bottom half of inning number 2. Popped up. Ortiz sizes this one up. Makes the catch. Runner tags at second. He thought about it, but instead returns to second. And here's Freddie Freeman. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Sosa makes the play. That is the inning. On to the 3rd inning. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis Jr.
Gore back to work. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox
0-1's the count.
2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. In for a strike and a count 1-2. Got him swinging. Now it's the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The shortstop takes the ball. That's too low. And it's 2-0. One out, base is empty. And that's off the inside edge. 3-1. Ball four, tried another curve but couldn't locate it. Yeah, the batter now, Vladimir Guerrero.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
That one in the dirt, and that is ball one.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
1 ball.
De La Cruz, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So here's the cleanup hitter, David Ortiz.
That's a ball.
Outside low, ball 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger. Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Christian Yelich. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-0. So digging in, Christian Campbell. And he's already singled in this game. And here's Kenley Jansen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Slider right there.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Popped up. Ortiz settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. Now the third baseman, Cody Mayo.
60.
A single his first time.
Mayo.
And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. He's 0 for 1.
Wow.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
They're struggling to recognize the slider, especially when it's running off the plate. That's a tough pitch to hit, but trying to make hard contact out of the zone makes it nearly impossible. Hopefully they find a better groove swinging at those pitches.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Now a jump throw, and he'll be safe at first. Man at first, and now a chance for Shea Langoliers. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Sanchez throws. Too late. Stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Hit on the ground to short. De La Cruz whips it to first. That ends the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth, here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And he chases that one below the zone.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and That's been true again today.
There's a strike.
And as a pitcher,
ball,
when the hitters
two
are swinging
strikes.
at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Polanco stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Runner, yes,
Runner on the move. Pitch is low. Oh, he can't hang on to the throw.
Thank you.
That's hard hit on the line. Reaches down, makes the catch. Gary Sanchez now grounded out his first time. Check
Counts
swing,
1-0.
didn't go. And that's ball one.
Nope. 2 balls, no strikes. Nope, too late.
And ball four, two aboard.
Victory.
He did not take the bat off his
The
shoulder
batter,
the
right
entire
fielder,
at bat.
Sammy
2 on,
Sosa.
1 out. Sammy Sosa, the next to hit, right through there for a strike.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
And that
Nope, that's a
misses.
ball.
And it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hit hard, base hit. The runner from third comes across as they get one back. It's an RBI single. It's 4-1.
The third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ball one, no strikes.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and Vladdy Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Fastball for a strike. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The center fielder.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 0-2 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Inside. And a count 1-2. Line drive, base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 4-2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
On a line. He hauls it in. 2 away. And next is the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Ground ball left side. Down the line. And it's foul.
Lee Smith.
2 outs. Base hit. 1 run is in. Runner holds up at third. Base is still loaded. 2 away as 1 comes across.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
No strikes.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. That one missed.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count. Bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And that's a little bit high. Now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Base hit. 1 run in already.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in 2 in a huge spot. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. That's a little bit low. And that'll load the bases.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Polanco swings through it for strike 1.
0-1.
Comes up empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Julio Rodriguez.
In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That's back there. Tattooed to Tater Town and gone. He sends one out the opposite way, and we are starting over. It's 5-5. Popped up right side. Ortiz hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-5. Now it's Christian Yelich. Look out! And it hit him. So a man at first. Here's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. 1 for 2. He was late there. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Yelich off of first with 2 away. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike.
That's off the plate.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And now it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jansen with a move to first. Yelich dives back in. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Gary Sanchez now.
Now pitching. Luke Weaver.
And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, these players really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. And there's a ball. Caught him looking for the K. So up next, Sammy Sosa. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth.
Ball.
And takes low for ball one.
Ball 2. 2-1.
Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And that's down and away. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and Matthew Ross right on it, says he held up. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering misses, and it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Guerrero around second, headed for third. And that's a double.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Guerrero, the runner at third. Tatis on at second with 2 down. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Here at Shibe Park. And the batter now, Kobe Mayo.
Baseman, Kobe Mayo.
Swing and a slow roller. Polanco got him on the off-balance throw. And that's the first out at the bottom of the fifth. And now batting, Mike Trout. Now Trout measures 6 feet 2 inches, 33 years old, and he's usually in right, today starting in left. 1 down, base is empty. pop foul out of play off to the right. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Shea Langoliers getting ready to hit. Swings through that one for strike 1.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Polanco to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Top 6. Now it's the DH. Vladimir Guerrero. Weaver back to work. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0. And another ball. Next offering is downstairs.
Now pitching, Brian Wesley.
And there's the automatic. Next offering is in for a strike.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Lifted in the air, right center field. And there's one down. David Ortiz now at the plate.
So he came out clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Pitch misses, and it's 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Manny Ramirez. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is downstairs, and that's ball 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2-2 to count.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic. And a foul ball. Fast forward to 2022 for Julio Rodriguez to win the Rookie of the Year. The Seattle Mariners were then compensated with the 29th overall pick in the first round of the draft in 2023. Part of the new CBA, enticing teams to promote their good young players. 2 down. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Number
1 for 3.
Designated hitter, Yordan.
Not even close there. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Missed with a changeup. 1-1. Right side. In plenty of time to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Here is Gary Sanchez.
Gary Sanchez.
And the first offering is not close. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one is in the dirt. And now 3-0. Hey! This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. A gigantic blast. And we're all square. It's 6-6. So it's all tied. Up thanks to the home run. Next to hit, Sammy Sosa. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
That's down and in.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one missed. That one catches the zone, and it's 3-2. On the ground to third. Throw on to Freeman. That's out number 2. Tied at 6.
Now batting.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next. And it's fouled away. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's off the inside corner, and the count's even at 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
I got 3-2.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
That's out to center field. Rodriguez. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Freddie Freeman.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
And a foul ball. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And just like that, they're out front. It's 7-6. So digging in, Christian Campbell. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Well, on the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
High fly ball out towards left field. And out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 8-6. One down. Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Tatis under it. And there are 2 outs. Here's Mike Trout. And that went way outside. Ball 1. Hard hit left side. Zips it across. And that is the inning. And we're back. We're at the top of the 8th. Fernando. Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Fernando Tatis Jr. Now pitching, Joe Kelly.
And that one missing low.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And there's the strike.
Full count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. And El Nino is stifled for the K. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
The shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz.
Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he won around. Rule the swing. There's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Pitch misses there. 1-2 the count. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. 2 down, base is empty. And now, Vladimir Guerrero. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Shea Langoliers.
Now pitching, Goose Gossage.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Gossage, a righty that throws with power. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him. Here's the
center
center fielder,
fielder,
Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throws to first. Rodriguez out of the play.
Now
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Ball one there. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The 1-1 is fouled off. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. He sends it out of here, and they tack one on the board. It's 9-6. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Tatis after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. We go to the 9th, and now the first baseman, David Ortiz.
The first baseman, David Ortiz.
Kelly back to work. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
That's off the mark, and the count's full. Cracks his bat and pops him up. Nabs it, and there's one away. Manny Ramirez digs in now.
Ramirez.
That's a laser base hit.
Wastes no time there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because.
And they put the tag on him for the out. So they're down to their final out. Now here is Gary Sanchez. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses. Ramirez stands at second with 2 gone. That one down the line, and foul ball. And it is 2-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 9-8. And now Sammy Sosa.
Kevin Williams.
This one in the air. And that is the ball game.
Well, this turned out to be an exciting, very well-played game. Always feels great when you can take the lead in the 8th at home. Come out in the 9th, crowd will be behind that pitcher as he tries to get those final 3 outs. Everybody goes home happy with a win like this.
And the final here today, 9-8. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of her ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of her ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. I'm a magnet, baby, know it's a fact. Los Angeles, my belly still in the trap. I really be spitting bars, got thinking I rap. I'm hanging out with the stars. You can relax, even in these foreign cars. I'm rolling out with when I hit hard. I'm mission to make. I need a round of applause, but I might go to the couple laws, put my city on the map. You think you be the look, but you didn't make a even if you made it. She ain't never coming back. Play it like you couldn't call it. It's just something that you lack. Michael Jack, got Billie Jean walking back behind your back. She can roll with me. It's a lucky day. And the gang, we had stacks, blending in and spinning racks. Representing is a trend. I don't see no end to that. Where you at? If I slip, I slide. I don't trip. I glide when I dip. I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of her ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide. I don't trip. I glide when I dip. I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of her ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me.
They told me slowly is the fastest way to get where you wanna be. So I ease to a steady speed. Let that beat, no push stop. Give me keys to that blue Impala, this the good part. When you're living everything you thought about. No single mothers who rather teach their sons how to squabble. No killers who became good fathers who raised their daughters. Look now, HP, I'm 50 for my keys. Las Vegas residency, I brought the two of them me. The good part is father and father. I know it might look hard, but baby, nothing is out of your reach. Grabbed it and I be if they gon' take it from me. Passion is what I had before any Grammy.
She can roll with me. It's a lucky day. And the gang,
we have sacks and some dirty bands blowing bands out, but I'm still. That's the price of gas.
If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of the ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep. In the middle of the ocean, you know where to find me. When it's poetry in motion, she don't ever mind me.